Okay, I have seen many people attempt to upload firmware into the STM32F411 ARM microcontroller on board the Blackpill module, which you can see mounted to my breadboard, using the USB port and the DFU bootloader. But they fail because they can't connect to the programming software. In this case, I'm using the STM32Cube programmer. Okay, there are three ways in which we could upload a hex file into the ARM microcontroller on board the Blackpill module. The first way is through these 4 pins. It's called SWD serial wire debug. Now to do that we need a dongle. So here's the dongle. It's ST-Link version 2 dongle. So 4 wires from the dongle connect up to the 4 pins on the module, and we could upload a hex file using ST-Link. Now the second way is through the serial port, USART1, but we need an FTDI module, that's USB to serial. When we connect it up to the USART1, and we could upload a hex file using the serial flash bootloader. And the third way is through the USB port, using the DFU bootloader. That's device firmware upgrade. Now to use DFU through the USB port or through the USART1, we have to put the microcontroller into bootload mode. Now to do that, we hold down the reset button, then the boot button, release the reset, and release the boot. So now the computer should recognize the USB port, but in my case it did not, it failed. Okay, I got my camera pointing to my computer, and I'll do the sequence to put the microcontroller into bootload mode. So I'll do that now. You can see USB device not recognized, so it failed. Okay, I have STM32Cube programmer up and running on my computer. And if we go to the top, you see the menu where we could select the 3 bootloaders. So the first one is USB, that's the one we want. Then there's ST-Link using the dongle, and the third one is UART using the FTDI into USART1. So we'll select USB, and it says no DFU detected, so I have to put my microcontroller into bootload mode. So I'll do that now with the sequence. So press down the reset, then the boot, release the reset, release the boot, and we go connect. It says error, establishing connection with device failed. So you can see we cannot get in because it does not see our USB port. Okay, here's the solution to our problem. It's very simple. All we need is a jumper from A10, pin A10 on the Blackpill module to ground. And here we have our ground pin on the same bus. So we've grounded pin A10, and we'll give it another try. Okay, I have STM32Cube programmer up and running again. This time I have pin A10 grounded on the Blackpill module. So I'll put it into bootload mode with the sequence. So press down the reset, the boot, release the reset, release the boot. We go up, and it says USB 1, hit connect, and you see up there connected. So now we're in. So now it works. Okay, so why does grounding pin 10 cause the DFU bootloader to become reliable? Well, these breadboards are very noisy. We have a lot of RF energy around us. We have Bluetooth, we have Wi-Fi, we have cell phones, and these breadboards become antennas. If you look at the back of a breadboard, you can see the bus bars. So any RF energy hitting these bus bars will induce a current in these bus bars, and we'll get noise happening in all the pins. Now you can see the bus bars are in parallel. They're like plates, they're like capacitors. So RF energy is going to bleed all through this breadboard, creating noise on the pins. Now this noise can simulate a serial bit stream. So if we don't ground pin A10, we're going to get a serial bit stream into A10. Now A10 is the RX of the USART1. So there's always going to be a bit stream feeding USART1. So when we put our microcontroller into bootload mode by doing a sequence of buttons, it's going to look at the USB connector, and USART1 is going to look back and forth to see which one is going to have activity. Of course, the USART1 is going to win. It's going to see it first because there's always noise there. It's going to take the noise as a bit stream, and it's going to try to read it, and it will be garbage. Then it will abort, and it will fail. So it will never be able to enable the USB port. So by grounding out A10, we ground out all the noise. That enables the DFU bootloader to become enabled, and we could use the USB port. So if you have this problem, this is a good place to start.